This is the biggest target we've uncovered since Bin Laden.
From Taylor Sheridan, co-creator of Yellowstone, comes the new Paramount Plus original series, Special Ops Lioness, starring Zoe Saldana.
If your cover is blown, there is no saving you.
With Academy Award winner Morgan Freeman.
Are you close?
Closer than we've ever been.
And Academy Award winner Nicole Kidman.
You up for playing outside the lines?
Special Ops Lioness, new series streaming July 23rd, exclusively on Paramount Plus.
This is the Mistress Carrie Situation Report for July 17th, 2023. Your daily entertainment headlines, industry info, and everything rock. Pop star Demi Lovato has released a rocked-out version of her single, Sorry Not Sorry, featuring guitar icon Slash. Sorry Not Sorry, the rock version, is the latest track released from her upcoming album, Revamped, which is expected for release on September 15th and will feature rock versions of some of her biggest hit songs. Saying in a recent interview, Slash is an iconic artist who I've been a fan of for years. It's an absolute honor to have such a legend like him on a rock version of Sorry Not Sorry. With Revamped, I wanted to pay homage to the songs that resonated the most with fans and played a big role in my career by breathing an exciting new life into them. Speaking of Slash, Guns N' Roses were recently in the studio listening to, quote, new mixes, according to their longtime production manager, Tom Mayhew. In an interview prior to the band's Paris show, he said Guns N' Roses is planning on dropping a new single, quote, any day now. He also said, and I know that the band's going to start working on new music. They've got a bunch of stuff recorded already, so there will be new Guns N' Roses music very soon. In fact, I think they're trying to get a single out any day now, so you may hear something very, very soon. When he was asked what the new music sounds like, he said it sounds great. It's a lot more kind of Appetite for Destruction oriented. They had a lot of songs, he said. When the band went in originally and recorded Appetite for Destruction, I think they recorded like 29 songs. So there's a bunch of other music that was left over that didn't make the first record. Elon Musk says that Twitter is still losing cash because advertising has dropped by half. In a reply tweet offering business advice, he said, we're still in negative cash flow due to about a 50% drop in advertising revenue plus heavy debt load. We need to reach positive cash flow before we have the luxury of anything else. Beastie Boys have announced a special vinyl reissue of Hello Nasty to celebrate the album's 25th anniversary. The album was originally released in 1998 with a 4 LP box set, then released in 2009 to celebrate the album's 10th anniversary. With that version of the album long out of print, it will now return on September 8th via UME. The box set features a book alongside 21 bonus tracks featuring rarities, B-sides, remixes, and more. And much like their collaboration in November of 2022 at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony, Eminem made an unannounced hometown appearance over the weekend during the Ed Sheeran concert at Ford Field in Detroit. 18 songs into the show, Ed Sheeran told the audience that he had rehearsed Eminem's Lose Yourself earlier in the day and began playing it solo on an acoustic. Halfway through, the rapper appeared from the side of the stage and joined in on the fun. After finishing Lose Yourself, Ed Sheeran admitted Eminem was, quote, only going to come out and do one song, but I said, you can't come out in Detroit and only do one song. Do you want to do another one? And the pair launched into Stan. The book collection of late Rolling Stones drummer Charlie Watts is set to go up for auction later this year. The extensive collection features a host of first editions of some of the world's most iconic books, including F. Scott Fitzgerald's The Great Gatsby and Arthur Conan Doyle's The Hound of the Baskervilles. The books are going under the hammer September 28th and 29th and will be presented in London, New York, and Los Angeles prior to the sale. The signed copy of The Great Gatsby is set to fetch between $200,000 and $300,000, while Watts' collection of jazz memorabilia will also be sold. Bob Dylan's mansion in the Scottish Highlands is up for sale for about $3.9 million. Altmore House on the Nethy Bridge, Speyside, is being listed by Edinburgh-based Knight Frank. It's located in the Cairngorms National Park. Bob Dylan and his brother David bought the estate in 2006 for around $2.5 million, but were not able to visit the property in recent years, mainly due to the pandemic. The listing described the property as being, quote, approached via a private tree-lined driveway with a turning circle, a parking area in the front. The A-listed property has retained many of the features and designs from the original owner, with the main elevation having a delightful symmetrical appearance with large astragal windows and an elegant columned central block flanked by 2 stone gazebos. Country singer Jason Aldean says he is on the mend after suffering a heat-related medical incident during a concert at the Xfinity Theater in Connecticut last night. The event forced him to end the show early. In an Instagram story, he said, "I've had a lot of people checking in on me today after hearing about what happened last night at the show." He said, "I'm doing fine." He added that he thinks he suffered a, quote, combination of dehydration and heat exhaustion, but stopped short of saying that he suffered heat stroke. He said, quote, "I don't think it was quite that serious." Original Biohazard drummer Anthony Mio has passed away from cancer. He sat behind the kid on the group's controversial self-titled 1988 demo before being replaced by drummer Danny Schuler, who has held the position ever since. Mio also played the drums for Tribe of Anger. In a social media post, it said, "R.I.P. Anthony Mio, you brought us all together. You will live forever through what we created together. Hashtag Biohazard, hashtag OG, drummer, fuck cancer. Pick it up, Mio." Taylor Swift has now broken 2 records with the release of Speak Now, Taylor's version. She's become the first woman in history to have 4 albums chart in the Billboard Top 10 at the same time. This is the first time that a woman has accomplished the feat since Billboard merged the mono and stereo album charts into one list back in August of 1963. The only other artist who has ever had more albums on the chart in the top 10 simultaneously was Prince, who had 5 albums chart among the top 10 following his death in May of 2016. Taylor Swift is also the first artist ever to have 4 albums in the top 10 since Herb Alpert in 1966. Besides having the most albums chart in the top 10 at the same time, Speak Now, Taylor's version also earned Taylor Swift her 12th number 1 album, giving her the title for the most number 1 albums by a female performer. She surpassed the previous record holder, Barbra Streisand, who had 11 number 1 albums. And that's your sit rep. For more details on all of the stories, check the links in the show notes of this episode. And don't forget to follow and subscribe to the Mistress Carrie Podcast. New full-length episodes come out every Wednesday. Episode 162 featuring Nita Strauss is available now.